Y'all go on this side. Come on this way. Fill this row in and then fill all the way back.
Dear brothers and sisters, I greet you all in the mighty words of peace and paradise, as we say in the Islamic nation of Assalamu Alaikum. We're going to begin our services with the reading of the obituary of our brother, friend, and soldier, Brother Student Minister Wray Muhammad. Student Minister Wray Muhammad Ali was born Ray Carlton Bobbitt, December 8, 1960. The son of Alton and Martha Bobbitt, who were elementary school teachers at Frederick Douglass Elementary School. Alton Bobbitt came from a family of shoe cobblers in Wendell, North Carolina, famously known for operating the Bobbitt Shoe Hospital for 100 years. Martha Coward Bobbitt came from a family of barbers. Her father, Leon Coward, operated a barbershop for several decades in Greenville, North Carolina. Both families were the first in their respective communities to have a television in their homes. Because of their business acumen, a noticeably advanced child, according to his parents, Ray started talking at 7 months old. And by the age of 2, he was reading books. His mother wrote of him in her scrapbook. He can read the Lord's Prayer, peas porridge hot, I'm my mother's baby, 1, 2, 3. Mama killed the flea. Now I lay me down to sleep, several Bible verses, and can count to 10. Being school teachers, his parents were extremely determined to give all the tools necessary to make Ray into a genius. He started his journey of school as a 4-year-old in kindergarten at St. Therese Catholic School, due to the increasing violence of white people toward black people, primarily the bombing of a church that took the lives of 4 young girls. His parents decided to enroll him at Frederick Douglass Elementary School, where they were teachers. At the age of 10, Ray authored an article for Reader's Digest to win $100. His mother told everyone, Ray's a published author, you know. Growing up in a time of black people waking up and taking bold stands against their 400-year-old enemy, Ray got involved with activism early in his life. At 4 years old, he marched with his parents and the great Dr. Martin Luther King. At 10, he joined a group of protesters while on the way home against the former Vice President Jimmy Carter. They were chanting, hey, Mr. Peanut Man, what are you gonna do about the Wilmington 10? He found a hero in Muhammad Ali. He said he could remember listening to the rumble in the jungle with his father and dancing in the kitchen with him when it was announced that Muhammad Ali had knocked out George Foreman. At the end of the fight, Muhammad Ali instructed all under his voice to go to the Temple of Islam and learn more about what power was backing him up. Having nowhere else to go, having nowhere close to go, when he went to visit his cousins in New Jersey, he would sneak over to the temple to see what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching that made Muhammad Ali into a superhero in his eyes. His older cousin, active in Mosque No. 7, came to Greenville for a family reunion in 1974 and bestowed upon him a new name, Rahman Ali. After teaching him Islam for several hours, growing up, Ray played football and basketball with his father Alton being the coach of both teams. He graduated from Fife High School at 17 years of age. At 17, Ray started his journey in college at East Carolina University. studying foreign language, Spanish and French. After his sophomore year, he enlisted into the U.S. Army in Raleigh, North Carolina. He was sent to Fort Leonard Wood to begin his basic training. His military journey took him to Germany, Italy, and Spain. After serving, he went back to East Carolina University to finish his studies. While completing his college studies in Greenville, North Carolina, he was given a tape of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan by Brother Edward Muhammad. May Allah be pleased with him, from Mosque number 79. He and his dorm mates would gather and listen to the tapes every night. He graduated in the winter of 1984 with a degree in foreign languages. In spring of 1985, he started his DJ career as Steve Winters on WAAA Radio, the first black program radio station in North Carolina, with an all-black format. He worked with their video department, presenting new black music, videos, and other local television networks. He later transferred to the Winston-Salem station, where he served the greater Winston-Salem community with his powerful, impactful voice. In 1986, he recited and joined the Nation of Islam in Charlotte, North Carolina, Muhammad's Mosque number 36, under the leadership of Student Minister Lee Muhammad. Joining the military training of the FOI and the classroom of the Nation of Islam was an important training point in his life. From that day forward, he rejected the life of this world and accepted the life of God. He moved back to Winston-Salem and met the Razak family, where they began to establish Islam in Winston-Salem and Greensboro, North Carolina. In fall of 1988, he began his journey as a college professor at Winston-Salem State University, teaching Spanish and French. There, he instructed many students, including ESPN sports analyst Stephen A. Smith. Many students also joined the Nation of Islam from the campus, including student captain Dana Muhammad, student captain Darrell Muhammad, and his wife, Sister Tiffany Muhammad. He rose through the ranks of the Nation of Islam, becoming a lieutenant, a student captain, and eventually a student minister. His dynamic voice, brilliance, militancy, and leadership shook Winston-Salem in just 3.5 years of ministry. He taught countless lectures all over North Carolina and pushed the Final Call newspaper in every city that he knew did not have them. He and the believers brought the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to Winston-Salem several times. In October of 1990, the minister came to Winston-Salem State University homecoming game, and he was blessed to secure the minister as he maneuvered the campus. The minister came back in 1992 to defend the Winston-Salem four black city council members who were being unfairly punished with false charges and imprisonment by the local government. He came back a week later to play the violin with an orchestra led by the son of Arnetta Hummings Adams, a great black pianist. While on the trip, he asked the minister if he would speak to the mosque, to which the minister responded, "It's my duty to teach the believers." Dr. Ridgely Muhammad and Stephen A. Smith were present when the minister spoke at the local mosque in Winston-Salem. On September 18th of 1993, the believers mobilized thousands of black people to come and hear from the prince of the black community, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The Lawrence Joel Coliseum was packed with the demanding work of the believers of Winston-Salem and the greater North Carolina. He delivered the lecture, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Following the lecture, he was blessed with the holy name from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He told him, "Brother, you don't know the evil powers you are up against bringing me here. You shall from this day forth be known by your father's name." He was the first to be blessed with one in Winston-Salem. He opened a study group in Salisbury, North Carolina, prior to moving to Richmond, Virginia. In 1991, he met and married Montarius Muhammad Ali, to which their marriage lasted for 22 years. From this marriage came 6 children. He continued his profession in teaching Spanish and French at Johnson C. Smith, 1994 to 1996, and Franklin Military Academy, 1996 to 1998. Following his ministry, he established a bookstore, internet cafe, Cultural Expressions, in Raleigh, North Carolina. From 2005 to 2020, he sold all the books of the Messenger and the Minister, Final Call newspaper, and provided an internet cafe for our people. Children were able to use computers and internet access to complete school assignments. And adults were able to do a host of things, from job applications, checking emails, and doing private research. The masses of our people were drawn to the shop, engaging in hours of dialogue and debate, some lasting until the early hours of the morning. It was a cultural melting pot of black people, Christians, Muslims, Hebrews, atheists, gangbangers, and professionals. He also dedicated his time to homeschooling his children. After retiring in 2020, he spent his time enjoying the company of family and believers. He just completed a book, The Snatchback Man, a story about a young man navigating the struggles of life until finding the Nation of Islam, filled with true-to-life stories from his own personal upbringing. He was in insurance school and became a stock market trader prior to his return to Allah. He is preceded in death by his parents, Alta and Martha Bobbitt, wife Antarius Muhammad Ali, and daughter Qadira Muhammad Ali. He leaves to cherish his memories: 3 brothers, 1 sister, 7 children, 7 grandchildren, and a host of nieces and nephews. Our brother, Wray Muhammad.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. I greet you all with the greeting words of peace and paradise. We say it in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the family and the believers all send their condolences to the family at the loss of our brother, Wray Muhammad Ali. Our prayers are that Allah will lift the burden of sorrow from your hearts. Allah says in the Holy Quran that He gives life and causes death. He shapes us, evolves us in the womb of our mothers. Some He takes in the cradle, others in our youth, others He allows to grow into old age. The Holy Quran further states that every soul must taste death. The only way to escape death is to have never been born. No one knows when, where, how, and what circumstances we'll be in when we make that transition. But all of us will face death. As you see, we have no flowers arranged around the casket. This is because we believe in giving flowers to our loved ones while they live. Funerals are not for the dead, they are for the living. As we gather here today, we pause a moment to reflect on the precious and fragile gift of life, knowing that we will not be here forever. The mercy of Allah is when misfortune befalls the righteous, we say, from Allah came all, and to Allah we return. This is the irrevocable will of God. The Arabic word janaza means the burial of the deceased. Allah directs in the service of the deceased not to spend a lot of money and having heavy expenses. Sad songs are not to be played, no eulogies, because all who are present know something about the departed one and are present because the departed one has touched their lives. At the janazah of a Muslim, we must keep the mercy of Allah to say or do nothing to add grief to the family. Brother Wray Muhammad, the time that I have known him, was a very devoted, sincere, and committed to living the life of a Muslim as taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he was a great and tremendous hard worker for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. At this time, brothers and sisters, We'll have special remarks for our brother Jawan Ali on behalf of his siblings. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful. Forever give him praise and thanks for his goodness and his coming and his sending of all the prophets and the messengers, from Jesus to Muhammad, to Moses to Abraham. We thank him for raising these men to come and intercede in our lives. But today, we can never thank him enough, because each and every one of us that are here today is because of this man. He did not come on his own.
That's right.
He was sent by the God that sent us all. So we're thankful to Allah that he gave us this wonderful life in our father, our brother, our son, for our grandparents who are not here anymore. But he was all of that and some. So in their names, I'd like to greet you with greeting words of peace and paradise again of Assalamu alaikum. We, as a family, would like to thank you for your cards and your well wishes, the phone calls, the visits to the house, everything that you have done to make our burden a little easier. It's not hard when you come this way. Excuse me, it is hard when you come this way. It's not easy when you come this way. But we thank Allah that each and every one of you have come around us to show your love that you had for him but for us. So I believe all of you deserve a round of applause for that. I would like to thank the mighty MGT for their great work in getting our programs together and everything that they have done from a protocol standpoint to make sure that this is an easy day for the family. And I would also like to thank the funeral directors, Lee Funeral Home, for doing such a wonderful job. I mean, I came and looked at him and I said, damn, just look, excuse me. Well, we not in church. I said, damn, he looked good. So I thank them for the mighty job that they did in making him look so presentable to us. He looked like he was just sleeping. So thank you to the funeral home and thank you to everyone who came today. I just wanted to speak briefly on this unusual person.
Yes, sir.
This wasn't a regular man that came into our midst.
Yes, sir.
This is an unusual person. Allah sends people when you need them.
Come on.
The timeline is divinely perfected for us. So he sends people, but he also takes them away. And sometimes he'll take them away because of our abuse of them. To protect his servant, he'll remove him from among us. And when his job is done, and the Quran says, "O soul, return to your creator, well-pleasing." See, we're dealing with a God and a cycle. So I don't want anybody to have their heads kind of, tilted down and crying and sad. Of course it's a sad occasion, but we know our Father. We know our brother. If he was here today, he'd crack a joke and have the whole place in laughs. Am I lying?
Yes, sir.
He would not want us sitting here in sadness and grief, feeling the pain of the loss. So lift your heads, family, brothers, sisters, lift your head. For you are a part of a life that was divinely guided. I think it said in the obituary he only was in the post for 3.5 years. But you see how much work he did in 3.5 years for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his ministry. Right. That to today, I can't even go amongst the believers without hearing, your father gave me a suit. I got my first suit from your father. Your father gave me my first cursing out, man. He took me under that stairwell and straightened me out. Your father, I recited to your father.
Right.
Your father taught me Islam. When he had a little break from teaching Spanish and French, he would bring the students into the classroom and teach them Islam and convert them to Islam. So we're thankful for this mighty life that Allah has touched. And we're thankful for all of you for coming. He's like a, I don't want to sound blasphemous because I have my Christian family here. And I love my Christian family.
Yes, sir.
My father never gave up his Christian rights. He was baptized at Pleasant Grove in Wendell. So I don't want to be disrespectful to them, but when we talk about the sacrifice of Jesus, this is not a man just divinely anointed or divinely picked to sacrifice. He said, any of you who wish to be my disciple. He said, pick up what? Your cross. And then do what? So we're looking at a man that picked up the cross. The cross is suffering. The cross is pain. But the price that he had to pay is nothing compared to the reward of Allah when he gets to him. So we're thankful to Allah. Sit down, son. I think he want to say something too.
It's all right.
But we're thankful to Allah that he allowed this special individual to come into our lives.
Yes, sir.
They say some, in the Quran, it says some prophets and messengers you know. And some prophets and messengers you don't know. I ain't calling him a prophet or a messenger. I don't want to get snatched off the roster. But anybody that had a conversation with him, his divine intellect and insight into with his spiritual eye into what was going on today, that was not normal. He would tell me things and I would listen to him and I say, damn, how did you know that? How did you put that together? It comes from God. He is the divine giver of all truth, all wisdom, and all light. But being a Christian, going back to that Christian, a Christian is one who's crystallizing themselves to be one with God. That example being followed through Jesus.
Right.
Well, if he's crystallizing himself, then there has to be a purification process. Crystals don't just come into existence. They have to be, a coal has to be buried at a deep, deep level. And an amount of pressure has to be put on that coal.
Come on.
So that a diamond can form. So the diamond that we had in our Father and have in our Father,
Yes, sir.
it came from pain and suffering. So none of us will get to the reward without pain and suffering. That's what Jesus on the cross represents, pain and suffering. But if you can get through it, then you'll become a new man. You'll become a new woman.
Right.
So, with no more for myself, I just wanted to thank you all from the bottom of my whole family's hearts for your presence today. And inshallah, we'll do what we do as a family, keep each other warm and happy and uplifted in spirit. And we'll do him right. Give him his final send-off properly. So, no more for myself. Let's bring back our brother Allen. Assalamu alaikum.
And at this time, if the funeral directors could come forward and turn the casket for us. Thank you. Originally, we had the casket running east to west. Now, It is running north to south. And there's great wisdom in this that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad shares. He teaches that the head should be positioned in the north and the feet in the south. No traveler travels the earth over and around the poles. They travel around the earth and at the equator. And there's extreme cold at the North Pole and extreme cold at the South Pole. Brother Ray's head is now frozen in death. His feet are frozen in death. And we put a person in this position to say that the person no longer travels among the living. At this time, I will lead us in 4 prayers for the deceased, and I will ask that the student ministers of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan join me in the center of the casket, along with the sons of Brother Ray. I will lead us in the prayer, and I'll begin each prayer by saying Allahu Akbar. This simply means God is the greatest. It is customary at a Muslim janazah that these prayers are said entirely in Arabic. But of course, all of us are native speakers of English. So I'm going to say it, prayers in English so that we understand exactly what is being conveyed. So at this time, if you could please stand for a prayer. Pray in the manner that is most comfortable for you and follow along silently. Allahu Akbar. Glory to thee, O Allah, and thine is the praise, and blessed is thy name, and exalted is thy majesty, and there is none to be served besides thee. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed devil. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Master of the day of requital. Thee do we serve and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path upon those who thou hast bestowed favors, not of those upon whom your wrath is brought down on, nor those who have gone astray. Allahu Akbar. O Allah, exalt Muhammad and the true followers of Muhammad, as thou did exalt Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. Surely thou art praised and magnified. O Allah, bless Muhammad and the true followers of Muhammad, as thou did bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. Surely thou art praised and magnified. Allahu Akbar. O Allah, grant protection to our living and to our dead, and to those of us who are present and those who are absent, and to our young and our old, and to our males and our females. Allahu Akbar. O Allah, whomsoever you grant to live from among us, cause them to live in submission to your will, and whomsoever among us you cause to die, make them to die in faith. O Allah, do not deprive us of his reward, and do not make us fall into trial after him. Amen. You may be seated. At this time, I would ask for the sisters if they could start to pass the mints. And when you receive the mint, if you can go ahead and unwrap it and begin to eat it. This mint has great spiritual meaning to it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad asked us to take a bit of sweets and that it would help us to bear our grief better. This candy represents the sweetness and the fullness of life of a righteous person. But as the candy is naturally worn away by the natural juices that are in the mouth, so it is with the life that is in the body. The body actually wears away, and once the body is gone and the candy is gone, we are left with, all we are left with in the mouth is the sweet taste of the candy that we had just fully moments ago. And likewise, when our loved one is passed, all we are left with is the sweet memory of our communion with them. That concludes this portion of our service. At this time, if we can have the honor guards come forward so we can give our brother a proper salute. After which, we will be dismissing, exiting from the back row to the front, making our way to our vehicles to the final burial site. Thank you.
Stand up. Stay uniform, brother. Uniform. For check. All right, brother. We're gonna do a salute on me. Brother. We're gonna do a salute on me. And when I say, there's no people going up. When I say ready, so we're going down real slow. All right, brother? Real slow salute. Red flag. Thank you. Also, brother, we're gonna be lifting my brother on the shoulder. And we'll be back again in the so let's fall back in. Fall back. You have a seat, brother. We're gonna go outside. I'm going to FYI, and you, all of us, we're gonna lift this up. The fruit tin hut. All the fruit that's falling on.
Everybody to stand, please.